bitches love Mothman.
They do.
Can I have a half nut? Can I edge a nut? I love Japan.
You do love Japan.
I love Japan. Oh my
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Juicy's Conspiracies. How are you all doing tonight? How are you all doing? This is my brand new game show. We're on, I think, what now, episode 3. And this is a trivia game show all about aliens, ghosts, cryptids, and everything to do with conspiracy theories. And today's guest, it's Addy, everyone! Addy, we have our own conspiracy, you and I.
Wait, are we...
Wait.
Oh, wait. Is it... I think I might know what it is.
We've been known online to be sisters, and I think it's time that we come clean on this conspiracy. Do you want to tell the audience the truth on this one?
She's Welsh and has a completely different accent, and I'm like from a completely different country.
We've been lying to the internet about being sisters just for a bit of clickbait. I don't know whose idea it was initially. I think it might have been yours.
Yes.
It was starting to get a little bit out of hand because we were going to conventions and like PR events, and you were starting to tell like influencers that we were sisters.
Me to the bit, you know? I was telling like the head of Meta. I was like, yeah, we're related.
You did?
I told the man that owns like Instagram, like after one mojito, I was like, yeah, we're sisters. But the best part is, right, and you've got to agree with me on this, people be like, oh, I see the resemblance. Oh. What?
Every time we'd make a video pretending to be sisters, like just for a bit of fun, just for a bit of clickbait, like people would be like, I knew it, the resemblance is uncanny.
I know, it was actually kind of weird, like how people were just like, oh yeah, you got the same smile.
We got the TikTok smile.
We do, you got the TikTok side smirk.
Oh.
And it's, you know, it was like, oh yeah, and you got the same nose, you got the same jaw. It's the most long-running conspiracy.
Well, we've got plenty of time to get into conspiracy theories with our first round of the show. Do you want to get into the game?
I do. I'm rubbing my mitts like a fly. Get me in there. Get me in.
We're going to be starting off today's show with the first round, which isn't for points, it's just a little icebreaker. We're going to get ourselves started into Nut Rank.
Opening my DMs on Instagram.
Welcome to Nut Rank, Addy. This is our icebreaker round where we talk about different conspiracy theories and we find out how much of a nut you are.
I'm down. I got this.
And every conspiracy theory that you end up believing in earns you 1 nut.
No. And I like nuts.
And depending on how many nuts you earn in this game will determine your nut rank.
Yeah. No, that checks out. That makes sense. You're right. No, fair enough.
I've got a big deck of cards here, all with different conspiracy theories. Let's go for an easy one. Aliens.
Okay.
What do we think about aliens? Are you a believer?
Not really. I'll be real. Like, I like the idea in theory, but I kind of subscribe to the idea as well. Like, if they exist, they're probably not friendly.
True. There's a really scary theory, the dark forest theory, where it's like, we're trying to find aliens all the time, but what if we haven't heard from aliens? It's because they're all hiding from like a bigger fish.
Yeah, I've heard that one before. Like, actual sentient, intelligent life that can travel to us is not going to be friendly.
So it's a no on aliens?
It's a no on aliens for me, I feel.
Okay, no nut there. Okay, well, I've still got a big deck of cards here. I'm going to go for something. Let's go for...
Ooh, oh, you got me. Shit.
What do you think about witchcraft?
It's something I've had like I've dabbled in.
Dabbled?
I've dabbled. It sounds almost embarrassing in a really dumb way to be like, I used to do witchcraft. I at one point there was like one kid in school, can't remember his name, and we didn't like him. There was one kid, he was a bit of a dick, to be blunt. And me and my friend at the time did not like him. He was causing her loads of grief, he was harassing her, all that shit. And so I was like, right, I'm gonna fucking hex him. I'm gonna put a hex on him. I'm gonna make sure he goes away. I'm a basic hex to be like, just leave her alone. Like, go away, stay away from her, all of that. He literally never came back to school. He moved schools just all of a sudden. I kid you not, it was so fucking weird. That was the only time I was like, maybe I'm I was like, I might have a little bit of I was like, I might have a little bit
Oh my god!
it was wild.
Him.
I
wish I could give you 2 nuts for this, but you have earned yourself 1 nut for that.
I love nuts.
Okay, let's take a look at the next little topic on my deck of cards here. I'm going to go for, yes, the Mandela effect.
Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh. What do we think about the Mandela effect?
I love the Mandela effect. I think it's so cool. It's so cool. The fruit of the fucking loom. Oh my god, I know it had a cornucopia. I know it did. I have a t-shirt, a BioShock t-shirt from when I was a kid,
yeah.
right? That had a cornucopia on the tag. I know this because I love that t-shirt and I wore it every day for 5 years. It wasn't just a fucking bundle of fruit because that's not fruit of the loom. It's just fruit.
I think that earns you another nut.
I deserve that nut. I deserve it.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the next thing on the list. The moon landing. Do you believe the moon landing was
I do.
real?
I believe it's real. I get why some people kind of don't believe the footage, but I feel like somebody would have just come out and revealed it.
Well, no nut for you. You believe in the moon landing, but we'll take a look now at the next one. Let's go for angels and demons.
Ooh.
What do you think about spirits like angels and demons?
Okay, so I know it's a weird one. I have more belief in demons than I do angels.
Ooh, interesting.
Weirdly enough. You can pick up bad energy from places, I feel. There's a really good book called The Gift of Fear, and that talks about like your gut instinct is so ingrained into you as a human that it's like you will perceive things that you cannot visually see. And so when something is off, you may never like mentally register it, but your body does. And so I can kind of believe in it for that, but equally it could just be the gift of fear. So I'm half and half. I have more inclination to believe kind of more demonic entities and bad energy than I do angels.
Do you think that earns you a nut? Do you think that?
Can I have a half nut? Can I edge a nut?
Edge a nut?
Can I?
I think it's no nut for this one because you explained it in very logical terms as opposed to maybe spirits and things.
Damn.
So no nut on that one. Okay, we'll go for one more conspiracy theory. Let's go for the Mothman. What do
He's
you
real.
think?
He better watch himself. I'm coming for Mothman. My favorite cryptid.
Oh my god!
I love Mothman.
I didn't know you and Mothman were a thing. I didn't.
Bi bitches love Mothman.
They do!
They do. If he's real, he's chained up in an e-girl's basement. He ain't coming out. Like, I love Mothman. I love him very much, but he ain't fucking real.
All right then. Well, that concludes our conspiracy theories for the nut rank, and let's take a look at your nut rank. Are you ready?
Oh, show me the nuts. Oh. Fucking hell. That's kind of brutal, isn't it?
Well, you got a solid low rank 2 on the nut rank, which isn't a bad thing at all. It means that your head is firmly lodged on your shoulders.
I was about to say, I mean, like, I feel like the only party I wouldn't be fun at is like Heaven's Gate, you know? Like.
Well, we can go ahead and get ourselves moved on into the next round. How do you feel about starting the game?
I'm ready.
Let's make our way over to the first round of the show. It's time for fake news. Okay, welcome to fake news, everyone. Addy, how do you feel about your ability to sniff out fake news?
Oh, I feel after being on TikTok for so long, I've actually honed my critical thinking skills and my sniffer dog bloodhound energy when it comes to like finding fake shit.
Well, the way that this game works is I'm going to be giving you 3 different statements, 3 different facts, 2 of which are going to be true, and 1 is going to be fake news, and it's up to you to figure out which one is the lie. I've made them all up myself. I feel like you've got a bit of an advantage because you do know me so well. You might be able to know my tells when I'm lying.
We're siblings after all. I mean,
We're siblings after all. Okay, which of these, Addy, do you think is fake news? The inventor of the Pringles can is buried in a Pringles can. Most of the camels of Saudi Arabia are imported from Australia. Male astronauts have constant erections due to high-pressure spacesuits. Which of these do you think is fake news?
the last one. The last one's fake, sure. I'm almost certain. Like, I think we've talked about the Pringles can before. I think you've mentioned that, so I've got good vibes that that's probably real. It sounds like a real thing. I'm almost certain I know that's true. The Saudi Arabia one, I'm almost certain as well. But I could be thinking of sand as a general, because I know like sand on beaches is imported as well, like some sand. But I do feel like the camels might be now imported, because I feel like with a constant, like, you know, wood, I feel like the issue with that would be like possible death. Like, you're not meant to have an erection longer than 4 hours, are you? You know, if you have Viagra, it can like cause problems like sepsis and stuff. So because the blood will rot inside.
Well, you've got
something
5
like that.
seconds. You're running out of time. Which is it
The
going to be?
last one's fake. The last is fake.
Okay, we're locking in the spacesuits, and the answer is...
Yes.
Spacesuits! Well done.
Yes.
You got
My knowledge
yourself
of
5
Viagra.
points. Your knowledge of Viagra!
Yeah.
No, I made up the astronaut one. It was a total fib.
It was a good fib, but is there a part of me that kind of wanted it to be true? A little bit.
It would make space travel a lot more fun.
It would. All right. Oh. This is a PG stream, miss.
Okay, let's find out which of these next you think is fake news.
Ooh.
UK hotels are required by law to always keep one room spare in case royalty arrive. The fire hydrant's inventor is unknown due to the patent being destroyed in a fire. When male honeybees orgasm, their penis explodes with a pop audible to human ears. Which of these do you think is fake news?
Okay, so I'm in two minds, right? It is. I feel like the bees kind of make sense, but I also feel like I would already know this fact. You know what I mean? I feel like if bees nutting was a loud experience, yeah, I would have heard them at least once, you know, maybe. Or like we know, that'd be like a common fact. That would have been in the Bee movie. But I also kind of feel like the UK hotels could be fake, because who the fuck is going to have a Premier Inn room, right, for like the Queen or some shit? Like, do you think Princess Di was going to rock up to a Premier Inn? God bless her soul. Probably not, you know? But, ooh. I'm going to say the UK hotels. I'm going to say UK hotels. I'm locking in UK hotels. I think it's a lie.
Okay, we're locking in UK hotels, and the answer is... UK hotels!
Oh.
You get yourself 5 more points.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was so hoping you were going to go for the bees.
The bee gave me the same energy as the astronaut, but that's kind of what I was like, oh, well, you know, that'd be convenient if that was also like, and like, all the lies going to be penis based, because then I can see a pattern.
Well, you're 2 for 2 at the minute. Okay, we're going to go for the next one now. Number 3, which of these do you think is fake news? The CIA once made a spy cat that got run over on its first mission. The anus is just as unique to a person as their fingerprint. In Iceland, it's wedding tradition to burn their ex-partner's belongings in a volcano. Which of these do you think is fake news?
Okay, the anus is real. Don't ask me how I know. Butthole's real. Butthole's real 100%. I know that. Man, it could. I feel like the volcano could be real, but the CIA once made a spy cat that got run over in its first mission. The thing is, that kind of sounds crazy enough to be a thing, you know? Ooh. I feel like the volcano's fake. I'm gonna say CIA. CIA is fake.
Okay, we're locking in CIA cat, and the answer is.
Oh shit! I was right.
It was the volcano.
I second guessed it. The only reason why I second guessed it is because I was like, right, would she come up with a lie that involves a country I've never heard her mention? No. I should have gone with my gut. I knew it was a volcano. Shit.
That was a good lie. That was a really
It's a
cool
good one. It was a good one. Like, I felt like the CIA cat would be real.
To add some extra details to the spy cat story, the CIA actually spent nearly 5 years, and they spent $10 million, and this cat got run over on its first mission.
Who the fuck do you hire? Garfield? Like... That's a terrible waste of taxpayer money. Oh my word.
Well, we have one more lot of facts to go through. Let me know which one of these you think is fake news. The term drink the Kool-Aid is historically incorrect. Cult leader Jim Jones actually used Flavor Aid. VHS tapes are still used by British intelligence to send encrypted messages. Pope Francis used to work as a nightclub bouncer before becoming a priest. Which one of these do you think is fake news?
If it's not Pope Francis, I'm gonna be shocked. Because, like, right, I don't know. I know you can find God or whatever at, like, any age, but, like, come on now. He does not look, all right, he does not have the scars on his face or the tired eyes of a man that's worked as a bouncer. I've known a bouncer. He was working with me as like a TA. Lovely guy. But like, he looked like a bouncer, you know what I mean? Like, he looked like a bouncer. He had like stab wounds and shit. He's a London bouncer. Like, maybe it's a bit nicer in Italy, I don't know. But like, I kind of, I don't know. The thing is, like, America still uses floppy disks. So VHS doesn't seem unrealistic to me.
Well, you got 5 seconds left on the clock. Which one are you going to go for?
Francis, I have to, just in case.
Okay, we're going for Pope Francis, and the answer is... The answer is VHS tapes!
Right. Are you shitting me right now? Right, sorry. That doesn't mean that I could just be a pope. Oh, well.
Wow.
No, obviously, you know. But, like, different reality. So I could just be a pope. I could literally just make shit content online and then just be like, you know what? I found God, bye. And then just go live in a big old gaff in Italy. Is that how it works?
Yeah, Pope Francis was actually a nightclub bouncer in Argentina before becoming a priest.
That's wild. You did a good job on that lie. You did a good job on that lie.
I made that one up completely. I did a good job on that one.
You did a really good job, because like floppy disks are still used for like nuclear codes. So it made sense. I was like, yeah.
Well, we've reached the end of this round. That means we can take a look at the scoreboard and see that you've earned yourself 10 points in fake news. Not bad. Not a bad score at all. How are we feeling?
If I got that, I should have locked in that volcano. I knew I should have locked in the volcano. I'm mad at myself for that. I'm mad at myself. But 50-50 is all right. You know, I'm going to take that as a win. I'm taking that as a good sign.
Yeah, 50-50 is good. It's fine. We've still got plenty more rounds to go. Still plenty of chances to earn points in this next round, which is actually my favorite round. It's time for Cryptid Hunters.
Oh, fuck yeah.
All
right,
baby. It's time for Cryptid Hunters. It's my favorite part of the show. This is a game where I present you with silhouettes of different animals and different cryptids. And for those of you who don't know what a cryptid is, well, think of Bigfoot, think of the Loch Ness Monster, and all kinds of creatures and fabled mythical beings. I'm going to be showing different silhouettes on the screen. It's going to be up to you, Addy, and you guys at home to figure out and to answer if you think it's an animal or a cryptid. Thank you.
Oh, I'm ready for this. I wanted to be slightly different, but like marine biologist. But I used to go through this massive animal encyclopedia every day, and I still have the book since I was a kid. I feel, yeah, I might look a tit in a little bit, but I feel like I might actually eat this up a little bit.
Okay, well, let's get ourselves started. Let me know which you think this next silhouette is. Is it an animal or a cryptid? What do we think of this? What do you think?
Wait, with animals, are we including insects as well?
Yeah, insects included, any animal.
I feel like that is an animal. He's got a lot of legs, sure, but you can't penalize him for that. I either feel like it could be insect family. I'm thinking like stick insect, because obviously got like the mantis, little. I feel like, yeah. I feel like it could be a real one. Although, I don't think it's a new beach monster. No, I don't think it is. I think it's a real animal.
Okay, are we locking in animal?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
All right, we're locking in animal, and the answer is an animal.
Yay.
It's a short-nosed batfish. Look at that thing. Isn't it weird?
Some juicy lips.
Look at that. It got some lip filler done.
Got the little
right.
face work done there.
Well, you got yourself 10 points. Let's go for the next one. Let me know if you think this is an animal or cryptid. All right. Do we think this is an animal or a cryptid?
That looks more like a cryptid. I might be wrong. The thing is, like, the legs don't look proportional to the body. Like, the body's kind of giving, like, deflated tube sock. Like, fluffy tube sock. Or like a water balloon with fur. And the legs are looking quite small for that body mass. Like, unless it's an aquatic animal that just happens to have, like, leg-like appendages to help move. That looks like it's going to be a cryptid. I feel like that's a cryptid.
Are we locking in cryptid?
Yeah.
All right, we're locking in cryptid, and the answer is... It's a cryptid! Yeah. It's a squonk!
That actually looks foul. That looks wrong. We're not in the nut round?
We're not in the nut round. The squonk is a cryptid that's said to be so ugly that it spends all of its time hiding and weeping.
Weeping what is what I want to know, because that is...
Crying!
Oh, I'm
crying because it's so ugly.
Is that like a Rule 34 image of a squonk? Do we... Like, what's going on with that squonk?
Well, you got yourself 10 more points on the board. You're 2 for 2. Yeah. All right, let's see if I can get you with this next one. Here we go. Is this an animal or a cryptid?
Are we taking in extinct animals?
Extinct animals? No, we don't do extinct animals on the show.
That's a cryptid. I feel like it's a cryptid. Like, it looks like a kind of different angle of like Loch Ness monster to me. It's kind of giving like, I don't know what you call the underwater version, but like almost like plesiosaur kind of vibe, like elongated. I can't think of any aquatic animal that looks like that right now. Like, that still exists that looks like that, to be honest. That kind of gives me Loch Ness vibes, extinct animal vibes. But if we're not taking in extinct animals, I mean, I don't think it's a bug, because if it was a bug, it'd be a beetle, and beetles typically have 6 legs. So, or 4 legs, but... no, to me, that looks like it should be a cryptid, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're locking in cryptid, and the answer is...
It's a Leopleurodon!
It's a cryptid! It was the Loch Ness Monster!
Thank God. I would have been embarrassed if I got that wrong. I would have been embarrassed if I said it was an animal and it was Loch Ness. I'd be like, oh.
Well, it looks like you got yourself 10 points on the board.
I should have been a marine biologist. I'm wasted on social media.
Okay, let's take a look at the 4th one here. Let me know if you think this is an animal or a cryptid.
Ooh.
What do we think of this one? Do we think it's an animal or a cryptid?
So, I'm in two minds, right? Because that looks like it's a silverback gorilla. However, I've made this joke before, but like Bigfoot always moves like this. It's always like an action shot with Bigfoot. And that's what I'm trying to like decipher here, right? Is this just like a silverback gorilla that's just like doing his shit? Or is this Bigfoot kind of like going through the shrubbery? He's always like in an action shot with fucking arms swinging. But I feel like that's probably a gorilla. That just looks like a silverback gorilla to me. Like the head shape and everything. But that kind of looks like it could also be a screenshot from that iconic video of Bigfoot, and that's why the legs are cut off. That's what I'm kind of like, I don't know. The arms are quite big for a gorilla, quite thick for a gorilla, but they do have big arms.
We got 5 seconds on the clock. Which is it going to be?
Oh, I'm going to say it's a gorilla. Real animal, real animal.
Okay, we're locking in animal, and the answer is... an animal! It's a gorilla! I
was right. I was right. It's a silverback gorilla.
I was hoping to get you with that one, with the pose and everything.
I knew I'd be right. I knew it.
Baron says gorillas aren't real.
They're real! We've got one hosting the whole thing.
You bitch!
It's fine, we're siblings.
It's fine, we're siblings. Well, you beat chat because chat voted cryptid on that one, so you're ahead of them. And you get yourself 10 more points on the board.
It was the pose. It was the pose that did it, I think.
Yeah. Okay, well, we've got one more left to do. You're 4 for 4. Let's see what you think of this one. Do you think this is an animal or a cryptid?
That's a That's a
Your mic just, when you get too loud, your mic just cuts you out. It's great.
It's a spider crab. Locked in. It's a spider crab. That's a spider crab.
There's no doubt about it.
No,
oh my
that's
god.
a spider crab. That's a spider crab, Robin. I have not had this hyper fixation, this special interest all my life to not know that's a fucking spider crab. That's a spider crab. I love Japan, and I love spider crabs.
You do love Japan.
I love Japan. Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a spider crab.
We're gonna lock in animal, and the answer is...
Yes!
It's an animal. It's a Japanese spider crab. You're right.
It's a Japanese spider crab. I should get more points for that. I specified exactly what it was. I actually, you know what? I got silverback gorilla and spider crab.
You did. That was really impressive.
Thank you. I didn't have a lot of friends as a kid. I love animals.
The animals were your friends.
The animals in my books were my mates.
Well, that concludes this round, and we can take a look at the scoreboard and see that you got yourself 50 points in Cryptid Hunters. You got a full score.
I knew I would. If anything was going to embarrass me, it'd be getting anything less than 100% on that. I'm not going to lie. I ain't going to lie.
We're going to take ourselves a brief intermission now. We'll be back in just about 2 minutes. We'll see you in a second. Wow, that's some nice headwear you've got there, Addy.
Thank you. I've got big ears, so I've kind of created a party hat moment with the tinfoil.
Well, welcome to our next round of the show. It's time for Tinfoiled. This is a really exciting round, and this one actually requires audience participation. Stretch your fingers, because we're going to need you for this round. The way that this game works is we're going to be going through a bunch of different conspiracy theories, and we're going to be watching some videos, and chat is going to be voting in a poll on whether or not they think it's real or not. And it's going to be up to you after we've watched all the things to guess what chat has gone for. So if you've got chat open on your end right now, I need you to close the stream and make sure you're not looking at anything on Twitch.
Okay. Let me... Cool. Okay.
All right. Make sure you're ready at home. Make sure you're ready for the poll. Vote if you think these conspiracies are real or not. Okay, let's get into the first one. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, here's our first conspiracy. Post Malone being haunted by the Diic Box in 2018. Let's take a look.
So apparently there's a thing called the Diic Box, which is one of the most haunted items in the world, apparently. And he wanted to, so we took the glass case off of the Diic Box, which is in his museum in Vegas. And he thought it was a sick-ass idea to put the ashes of a lady who died while she was possessed on top.
Whoa.
And then my plane almost crashed. I was in a car accident. My house got robbed, and I had bite marks on my arm. And he hit the wall like I've never seen someone in fear so hard as whenever he touched it. And it's I don't know if it's someone who's dead or if it's a demon or if it's fucking something dimensional. But it's something there that goes bump in the night, I suppose.
Addy, do you think chat believes it? Or do you think they think it's bullshit? What do we think?
Okay, so I'm guessing it's like, do chat believe in the Diic Box?
Yeah, do they believe in the Diic Box? Do they believe that Post Malone was haunted by it?
Now, I know all about the Diic Box. I know all the lore to do with that box. And I feel like because of recent talks about it, chat probably doesn't believe it. I feel like because it's kind of been brought up a little bit through certain socials and like content, I feel like maybe if we have the same explore page, they may not believe in the box, in the power of the box. I'm gonna say the chat doesn't. I'm gonna say chat doesn't believe it.
Okay, you're gonna lock in bullshit on this one. You think you're in tune?
I think I'm in tune. I think I've got one ear uncovered, you see? So I feel like I'm funneling their thoughts into my head.
Okay, we're locking in bullshit. And the answer is... bullshit!
Yes!
Chat does not believe that Post Malone got haunted by the Diic Box. Wow, unbelievable. You know, I believed it when this happened. I remember in 2018 when this happened, I was so shocked.
I know, I watched a whole bunch of info on the Diic Box because it's such a weird, like, thing. The guy who originally sold the Diic Box, the guy who obviously had the original listing, yeah, he made it up. He made it up. It was a short story. Yeah, it was a short story. So he wanted to, like, cause, like, a cool bit of lore. And so he literally made it up. He lied about all of it. Like, he said, like, no, I made it. I made it myself. Yeah. He literally just came out and said, yeah, no, I made the Diic Box on purpose. Like, I found an antique, and then I filled it full of shit. I filled it full of shit to make it seem scary, and then I told a story, and then I got to see this box allegedly haunt people, but, like, I made it. The Diic isn't real. It's not a thing.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
I know, it's so cool.
You earned yourself 5 points. We've still got more of these to go through. Let's see if chat believes in this next conspiracy.
Okay.
The Mothman sightings of West Virginia in 1966. Let's take a look.
Where did the Mothman come from? In December of 1967, something strange was going on. The Silver Bridge in Point Pleasant, Ohio had just collapsed, killing a number of people, but people believed this was no accident. Well, you see, just before the incident happened, many witnesses claimed to have seen a large humanoid with big wings and glowing red eyes flying about. The creature, who is now known as the Mothman. Subsequently, every time someone saw Mothman, something bad was bound to follow. This ranged from tsunamis to earthquakes and even the devastating events of Chernobyl. The Mothman always seemed to be there. People's perspectives were split. Some speculating that the Mothman was causing the disasters, while others say that the creature is an alien, trying to warn us of disasters of the future. But till this day, no one knows.
Okay, let's see, Addy. Do you think chat believes in the Mothman sightings?
I think chat wants to believe in the Mothman as much as I do. I feel like chat wants the Mothman to be real, but I feel like chat knows in its heart it's obviously not. Like, I feel like Mothman especially, like, outside of ones like the Chupacabra and everything, or like the Long Beach Monster, whatever the fuck it was called, like, that it's just a guy who's a moth, right? Like a big ass moth. Like, he'd love light. He'd love flying around at campsites and shit. Like, he's a moth.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of feel like. No, I'm gonna say bullshit. Really? I'm gonna lock in on bullshit.
Okay, we're gonna lock in bullshit. And chat thinks it's bullshit. Chat just about didn't believe in the Mothman. It was quite close, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it was off by 2 votes.
Name and shame. Who thought Mothman's real?
I believe in Mothman.
You believe in Mothman?
I believe in Mothman.
Why?
We could go for an hour about Mothman.
Yeah. We're gonna have very different, things to add to that conversation, I'll tell you that.
Well, you got yourself 5 more points on the board.
Yay!
For 2, you're pretty well in tune with chat so far, but this next one might throw you off. Let's see what you think of this one.
Okay.
The Vrillon message television hijacking of 1977. Let's take a look.
On the evening of November 26th, 1977, viewers of Southern Television, a regional TV station in the south of England, were watching the early evening news when the unexpected happened.
And vote in the poll
Suddenly,
when you're ready,
the
chat.
UHF audio signal of the news broadcast was overridden by a strange, distorted voice claiming to be Vrillon, a supposed representative of the Ashtar Galactic Command. For nearly 6 minutes, the voice delivered a message urging humanity to abandon its weapons and live in peace.
Negotiations. Yesterday's High Court decision. Stick down on them playing a test match.
This is the voice of Allah, representative of the Ashtar Galactic Command, speaking to you. For many years you have seen us as lights in the stars. We speak to you now to say the same as we have done to your brothers and sisters all over this, your planet Earth.
Despite numerous investigations, the source of the broadcast remains unknown, turning the Southern Television broadcast interruption into a legend of television history and a tantalizing mystery for those interested in the unexplained and the possibility of extraterrestrial communication.
You look a little tickled there, Addy.
All I can think of, I don't know if you've seen Weird Weekends with Louis Theroux, but there's that guy who, like, on the UFO episode, I think it's season 1, there's a guy and he's like, I can channel aliens. And he dead ass sits there and he's like,
and he goes, yeah, he speaks Plutonian. Yeah, it's Plutonian.
Like, I am contacting you from yeah, and his wife is just there, like, handing out cookies, like,
yeah.
Like, looking fed up and tired, and he's there, like, dead ass, like, channeling this alien. Oh my god, that's all I could think of. Like, the broadcast.
Well, let's find out what you think. Do we think that chat believes this, or do you think chat thinks it's bullshit? What do we?
Do we
believe?
mean the broadcast happened, or are we talking about the alien that was chatting?
I suppose the alien that was chatting the whole thing. Like, did it happen? Was it an alien? What did chat think? What do you reckon? What do you reckon they went for?
I could believe that the hijacking happened because of, like, pretty unprotected television signals. That can happen. I like Wayne's World, but, like, I kind of feel like that fucking.
Run of Ashtar Command.
It's gotta be bullshit, right? Like, I feel like it's just that guy. Yeah, it's just that guy. It's the voice. All of it just sounds like when a kid is pretending to be asleep, like when their DS is going off under their pillow.
Oh, well, we're having a bit of our own
And they're like,
transmission interruption. Oh, there we go, you're back.
Oh, there we go.
Well, we're out of time. Which are you going to lock in? Does chat believe it, or do they think it's bullshit?
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Okay, we're locking in bullshit. And the answer is chat believes it! Chat
Come on now.
went for believe it, which means no points for you, I'm afraid.
What? What? I can believe the broadcast happened. I can't believe that the aliens give a shit about the southeast of England. Are you kidding me? I don't care about the southeast
I like
of
the
England.
British accent. I like the alien spoken a British accent.
Yeah, I'm like, there's obviously a guy 2 miles away from the television station. It's just some dude in a basement, you know? Like, why does he give a shit about the southeast? What? Huh? That makes no. Absolutely no. Absolutely no.
Well, we've got one more conspiracy theory to go through. Let's see what we think of this one. The mystery of the infamous Men in Black. Let's take a look.
What if the Men in Black are real? People have claimed seeing these weird individuals after seeing a UFO. They often intimidate and terrify individuals into being silent about their UFO sightings or research. They act as members of a secret organization. Sometimes they even show a white card with a logo and the word security written on it. It is said they are government agents, but some believe they are not even humans. Shane Sovar, a hotel manager and a security guard, spotted a big triangular UFO over the hotel on October 14, 2008. According to 3 witnesses, 2 tall guys in black visited the hotel a few weeks later. They were looking for Shane Sovar and the hotel security guard, but they weren't there. When Shane Sovar reviewed the hotel footage, he saw 2 men with no eyebrows, no eyelashes, very pale skin, and similar faces. Is this just an internet hoax?
They got a visit from Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide! Mr. 305! Alright, let's take a look. What does chat think? Do you reckon chat believes it? Or do you think chat thinks that this is bullshit? What do we think?
The thing is, like, aliens? Well, actually, no, chat let me down last time because I apparently believed the last one. Huh. The thing is, I feel like the Men in Black thing is more plausible than the other thing. Like, I'm an SCP fan. Do I love the idea of the SCP Foundation existing? Absolutely, I do. Absolutely, I do. I also feel like there are unexplained phenomena in the world, you know? Like, just stuff that is, like, reality is stranger than fiction a good percent of the time. I feel like chat believes it. I feel like chat believes it.
Okay, yeah. Are we going to be locking that one in?
I'm gonna lock it in.
Okay, we're locking in. Believe it. And chat believes it.
Yes.
You get yourself 5 more points on the board. Not bad, yeah.
Use myself.
Well, that makes us at the end of Tinfoil. You didn't do too bad. Let's take a look over at the scoreboard and we can find out that you got yourself 15 points on the scoreboard there. 3 out of 4. You were pretty cooked up.
I was quite jazzed on that, actually. I feel like I did a pretty decent job.
All right, well, we can make our way over now to the final round of the show. I think we should make our way over to Juicy's Conspiracies. All right, everyone, welcome to Juicy's Conspiracies. This is the final round of the show. This round is a trivia-based round about all kinds of conspiracy theories and topics, and it's an A, B, C, D-based question and answer game. You just have to give me what you think is the correct answer. Sound simple?
Easy. I can do this.
How clued up on conspiracy theories are you?
We've had a lot of conversations, to be fair. I feel like I'm pretty clued up. We've had a lot of combos.
Yeah.
We've talked.
All right, well, you guys at home can also join in. You can vote and see what score you get joining along in chat as well. Should we start? Should we get onto it?
Let's get this shit going. Nut round.
Let's nut round. All right, let's go for question number 1. Question 1. Hollow Earth theory claims Agartha is a second world inside our own. But where is the portal? Is it A, the pyramids, B, the Bermuda Triangle, C, the North Pole, or D, Area 51? Which do you think is the location of the entry portal of Agartha?
I feel like it's between the Bermuda Triangle and the North Pole. I think it's the North Pole. I think, because, pyramids, we can do 3D scans of them. We have done 3D scans of them. Again, logic doesn't factor into conspiracy, but I do feel like their purpose is typically seen as a different thing, right? Because they're kind of associated with aliens a little bit because of how did they make the pyramids? And then with Area 51, that's just aliens landing. That's Roswell. That's a different thing. Aliens don't give a shit about Agartha in the middle of the earth. They're here to do some shit, abduct people and stick things up. That's all they apparently have an interest in. Apparently, though, all of our buttholes are different, so that kind of makes sense why they keep taking little samples and doing shit.
You're running out of time. Which are we gonna lock in?
I'm gonna lock in on North Pole.
The North Pole. Okay, we're locking it in. And the answer is C.
Yes.
The North Pole. Well done.
Yes.
That was good. I like Starbine's answer as well. Starbine's in chat said E. Big Tesco.
The IKEA. That's my lock in IKEA.
All right, that's the first one done. Let's go on to question number 2. Let's see if this one will trick you a little bit more. Question 2. What year did the urban legend Slenderman first appear on the internet? Was it A, 2009, B, 2010, C, 2011, or D, 2012? What year do you think the Slenderman first appeared on the internet?
So he first appeared as part of a contest to win, an online horror photo contest where somebody edited in these long men in the background of vintage imagery. But I'm trying to remember, it was after YouTube's creation. Marble Hornets was made in 2009, I believe. I'm gonna say 2009. So I'm almost certain Marble Hornets was either 2009 or 2010, and obviously that's heavily focused on Slenderman. So I think it's 2009. I'm locking in on that because I feel like that was very, very early YouTube.
All right, then we're locking in on A, 2009.
I think so.
And the
Might
answer
be wrong, but
is... Hey, it's 2009!
I fucking knew it. I was a creepypasta kid. I was a SCP creepypasta. I had no friends. I had no friends, no social life. All I had was YouTube.
The chronically online math that you just did to figure that out was
impressive, right?
Question 3. In the 50s, a rumored alien worked at the Pentagon named Valiant Thor. What alien race was he? Was it A, a Martian, B, a Venusian, C, an Arcturian, or D, a reptilian? What alien race do you think the rumored Valiant Thor was?
So I'm kind of eking between reptilian, because for some reason conspiracy theorists love reptiles. They love a salamander, you know what I mean? So I'm it could be that. It could be a reptile. But I also feel like Venusian would make sense. And for some reason that's kind of sticking in my head. A Venusian. Venusian. That's kind of sticking with me. But they also fucking love Mars. I don't know why. Americans just love Martians. They love Mars. Everyone that comes from America just loves Mars. They're oh my god, Mars. I remember this story as well, and I'm trying to remember. I kind of feel like it's either a Martian or a reptilian. I might lock in on Martian just because I feel but it seems so basic.
Well, you got 5 seconds to think of one, which is going to be...
I think it's gonna be Martian. No, Arcturian.
Okay, Arcturian? We're
Arcturian.
locking in C for Arcturian. And the answer is...
Oh.
B, a Venusian. Valiant Thor was said to be from Venus, making him a Venusian.
God damn it. Damn it, I played myself on that one. I played myself. I overcooked it.
You were immediately on it, and then you overcooked it.
I overthought it. I should have gone with my gut.
Valiant Thor was written about in a book and offered to fix all disease, world hunger problems, and apparently the president at the time said no because it would have crashed the economy.
I mean, he's got a point, to be fair. I feel like the economy would have absolutely collapsed. Like, don't get me wrong. I feel like we can start to look positively at Marxism or socialism, you know? I don't think it would have been all bad. But I do kind of get the immediate hesitation where some random Venusian comes up to you and is just like, yeah, I'll give everyone $1 million. It's like Smiling Friends. They have that in Smiling Friends. It's like, yeah, everybody gets £1 million now. And then the economy just immediately crashes.
Well, let's move on to the next question. Let's see what you think of this one. Question 4. There are many Sasquatch variants, but which of these is not one of them? Is it A, the Bat Squatch, B, a skunk ape? Is it C, a Yeti? Or D, an Ohio growler? Which of these do you think is not a variant of Sasquatch?
Why is the last one just an insult? Imagine getting told you have an Ohio growler. You know what I mean? I feel like it's the Ohio growler. And I'm going to tell you why, Robin, because you've used that term before. You've used growler before. You've used growler before.
I've almost ever used the term growler before.
Oh, you have. You have. You have. And so, I feel like because it's a crazy enough name that I could believe it exists, but I feel like Bat Squatch is real. I feel like the skunk ape is real. I feel like the skunk ape is like an actual ape, though. I might be wrong. I feel like that could actually be a proper ape. I might be cooked on that, but I'm almost... No. Ohio growler. It's got to be.
We're locking in D, the Ohio growler.
The Ohio growler.
And the answer is... It's D, the Ohio
I knew it was you making that up.
Well, you got yourself 5 more points. I thought it was a phenomenal name.
That's a great name, but that's as soon as I thought of that's like an insult, you know what I mean? I was like, wait a minute, I know you use the term growler. You know, I've heard you use the term growler before, you know. And I was like, hold up. I think that was you.
You got me. You got me on that
did.
One.
I got you on that one.
Right. Well, let's move on to the next question. Maybe I'll catch you up with this one. Question 5. Aleister Crowley was originally a member of which occultist group in 1898? Was it A, Golden Dawn, B, Heaven's Gate, C, Anunnaki, or D, Skull and Bones? Which of these do you think was the original occultist group that Aleister Crowley was a part of?
I don't think it'd be Heaven's Gate. The only reason the thing is that I know Heaven's Gate as really the only one out of those. And it's too obvious. Like, if it was Heaven's Gate, I feel like a tit because it's the obvious one, but that's also why I'm like, originally, I feel like that was like a graduation cult. You know that, like, you need the gateway cult to get into the graduation cult. Gateway cult, Golden Dawn, I think I've heard of before, but I'm not sure if that was before or after Heaven's Gate. Like, the main... Golden Dawn sounds like it exists. Skull and Bones sounds like a shitty motorcycle gang. to be quite blunt, that sounds like hog shit. If that's a real cult, fuck me, get a better name, get a PR team. Do something. That is atrocious. A terrible name, for sure.
All right, well, we're running out of time. Which is it going to be? Which are we going to lock in?
Anunnaki.
Anunnaki. We're locking in C for Anunnaki.
I feel like that's a real one.
And the answer is
Oh.
Golden Dawn. The group's name was the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn.
I fucking knew. I keep doing it. I keep overcooking it.
All right, well, let's make our way over to the next question. Let's see what you think of this one. Question 6. Which American state did the famous Roswell UFO incident take place? Was it A, Arizona, B, Nevada, C, New Mexico, or D, California? Which state do you think the Roswell incident took place in?
Nevada. Wait. Nevada's not a state.
Nevada is a state.
Is it? I'm cooked. Are you right? You got to promise me that you're not lying.
I promise you, all of the answers on the board are states.
Okay, Nevada. Nevada. I was worried that it was like a place and not a state. You know, like how people say that like Africa is a country, but it's actually a continent. You know, I was worried I was making that mistake. Like Nevada was somehow like a capital city or some shit. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know my maps. I don't know maps. I don't know.
All right, so we're going to be locking in
Nevada.
B for Nevada. And the answer is C, New Mexico. The Roswell incident is in
Why are they always in Nevada then?
It is in Roswell, New Mexico.
I watched Paul. I thought it was Nevada.
No, they go to New Mexico. They go through Nevada, I believe.
I didn't do geography.
Las Vegas is in Nevada. In the Grand Canyon. You're learning some things today.
I honestly, I had to choose between geography and history as a teenager. I suck at both. I thought New Mexico was in Mexico. Clearly not.
Well, that leads us to the end of that round and the whole game. We can take a look over at the scoreboard and we can see that you got yourself 15 points in Juicy's Conspiracies. You got 10, 50, 15, and 15. That's 40 plus 50. That's 90 points overall in the game. You got 90 points.
Out of what?
You got 90 out of 125.
Solid. That would be like what? At least an A? In like standardized testing, maybe a B plus. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Hell yeah, that's a win. A win is a win.
And it actually earns you a little prize. You get yourself a little trophy.png. You got a trophy.
Look at that right there. Isn't that beautiful?
Well, that concludes our game of Juicy's Conspiracies. What do we think?
Well, I really enjoyed it. I think this is fucking. I watched your previous episodes. I actually didn't realize how tight everything was. I feel like I'm back in doing like the TV like course in college, like live broadcasting. You know, it's cool as shit. It was really fun. Like you've really done a good job on this. It's banging.
Do you have anything you want to plug right now? Anything going on in your life?
Well, actually, now that you say that, I have my first YouTube video releasing tomorrow. I've been meaning to do long form content for like ages because I'm like a prime yapper. And so my first video is going to be released tomorrow at 6 p.m. GMT, talking about cutecore, the origins of cutecore, and all of the controversies. So if you're interested in J fashion, alternative fashion, or just have a little bit of drama and gossip, go check it out.
All right, and where can people find you online?
It's at Addyharajuku, spelt as standard. The only place that I have like the little underscore at the end is just Twitch because somebody took my username. Thanks for that, guys. But it's just Addyharajuku on everything. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you know it.
All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Stick along for the raid, and I'll see you all soon for the next show next Thursday, I think at 9 p.m. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you all very soon.
Bye.